response to the union's concerns about workers' rights and privatization?
Well, we heard their concerns, and frankly, this is not privatization. The city will own and control the facility, and I think that even the delegation acknowledges that. So the language we use is very important. The city will own the facility, and the workers will have their work. They're protected under labor legislation in the province, and they'll receive higher training for the new facility. So that's part of the reason why council, or I guess executive committee, has decided that they want to go forward to see if we can have a design, build, finance, operate, and maintain model for the facility. The issues of ownership are important. The issues of protecting workers' positions are right. And I want to stress the fact that between $50 and $58 million of federal money to build this facility, we can't overlook that. Given the safeguards we have for the facility itself, we would be irresponsible not to at least look at $58 million from the federal government as a way to build this facility.
What about the contention, though, that long-term savings on debt repayment, if a different model is used, could balance out the money you might get from the federal government?
That's not what the model says, and we make that contention, and I'm satisfied with the evaluation by outside consultants. Those who build these facilities around the world will show that this actually is not the case, that there is a savings that will happen. It will happen on innovation as well. There'll be cost savings there as well. So I'm satisfied that on balance, this is the best way to go, given we have an opportunity to receive the kind of financial support from the federal government that we believe is necessary to make this happen.
Wouldn't you get that financial support without a P3? I mean, these are regulations brought in by them. They must be helping out somehow.
No, this is the only way that we're receiving any financial assistance from the federal government is by P3 Canada. Why
would they go that route then?
You have to ask them that question. We're a bit frustrated. I'd like to see, provincial and federal money just to build this facility, because this is about a very fundamental issue of growth in our community. Water, wastewater treatment is fundamental, and we would all like to see the federal government just simply say, yes, you're going to build it, we're going to help you through the Build Canada Fund as an example. But there is no money available through that fund. The only money that's available, and was confirmed by the administration, the only source of funding available for this project is through P3 Canada, unfortunately.
What is this our only choice then? Is this our only choice? We could not build it without it?
Oh, we can build without it. But again, I think that we need to pursue the issue of the support by the federal government to do this. This is very important for us. And also, I think some of the innovation we're going to see through a partnership that we're looking at will help us down the road, no question. But for me, and I think for council, among other things, the hook on this one, the very important element, is the federal support for this.
You talk about federal support dollar-wise, but what about public support? Do you think, do you have any reason to believe that the citizens of Regina would be comfortable having something like water or wastewater in the hands of a private company, even if the city does retain ownership?
But it's not in the hands of them.
But we've seen, QP cited Hamilton where...
Understood. That's a different project. And I understand there are good examples and bad examples, but given the work that's been done here, we own and control that facility. And we have sanctions if they don't meet those benchmarks of safeguards that they're supposed to do during the construction and during the maintenance phase. So the way I see it is that we actually own and control it.
But they build it and then walk away? There's no other incentive for them to,
well,
what's in it for them then?
They don't get paid unless they actually build it. They are taking out, they meaning the proponent, around about $115, $117 million. And they are not paid that until, as you heard Mr. Wanzura say, until they actually finish construction and it's on time.
But then they walk away? That's it?
One of there are incentives for them to maintain and operate. That's what the contract is for, is to build it, design, build, finance, operate, and maintain over 30 years.
Can you put in some kind of speculators, area where it's like, if it breaks down in 5 years, then you need to pay for it? Because how do you guarantee if it's just a maintaining cost?